Okay, we good to go. Let me double check. All right, stream number 42. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by. If you missed the live stream and you're just watching the replay of this, this is one of my bi-weekly Ask Me Anything live streams where I kind of brainstorm a bunch of random ideas and talk about some things that I'm working on currently. And it also gives you guys a chance to ask me any questions and sort of, open up the discussion more to things, as I think this is an important thing to do for someone that's trying to build a community. So I gotta clear my throat. So today I just want to sort of talk about the goals that I have for the new year. Just talk about 2023 in general, and we'll see how it goes. So, Kevin, what's up, dude? You ready for the drama today? What's going on, Kevin? How you doing? So, I think most people in a new year generally have a New Year's resolution, right? And I used to be a sucker for New Year's resolutions because I always felt like they gave me a fresh start. So this was always a time where I had a lot of motivation, where I wanted to make some changes in my health, whether that's, fitness or eating cleaner, or just like being overall like more healthy, going outside, getting sun, having supplements, vitamins, like that type of stuff. But also it's like it's a good time to think about your goals, not just creatively, but for your career, right? For your future. Maybe you have some job related goals where you want to climb the corporate ladder. Maybe you want a higher paying position. Maybe you wanted to switch companies, like whatever. I think this is a good time to brainstorm and think about these type of ideas. Like, where do you want to be at the end of 2023, right? You don't want to be spinning your wheels and be at the exact same point in December as you are now. Right? You want to progress. You want to make progress. And that's something I love. This is the best part of self-improvement is seeing that progress, that incremental growth as an individual by practicing these good habits or even just eliminating the bad ones, right? You'll see a drastic change in your life as little as 6 months or even 3. And I think, the more you stay consistent with your goals that you have planned for the year, the better the outcome, right? Hey, Forrest. How you doing? How is everything? I just uploaded my first video and I kind of went over my goals for 2023 in the video. Hey, there we go, bro. Good job, Kevin. First upload is live. Yeah, that's a pretty good first video to make, because when you get to December, you can look back at that first video and then you can see, did you achieve any of those goals, right? And if you didn't, you need to find out why. Like, were you not disciplined enough to stick to your workout goals? Or maybe you didn't prioritize your time properly to study hard enough for academic goals? Like, it all depends, right? But I think that's a great video to first create for a YouTube channel, or even just like an introduction video. Like, talk about what you're going to be posting, or talk about why you want to make a YouTube video in the first place, right? It seems so easy, but for most people, like, making that first video is so difficult. It's so hard to make the first video and post it. But it's like, make an introduction video, make a video about the type of content you want to make a video about what you love to do, like your hobbies, your passions in life, right? Give people an idea of who you are and what you like, so that they can figure out if the type of stuff that you're into is something that they'd be interested to watch, right? So, man, I need some water. Hold on. Oh, should have left this closer. It took me all morning to record and edit a 3-minute video. That's okay, dude. That's natural, right? Like you're doing something for the first time. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very awkward. And you probably had moments where you didn't know what to say, and you probably like got all choked up with your words, and you were like, oh, looking at the camera, and you weren't sure what to do. Like that will pass. Like that will pass in time. YouTube, it's like any other skill, right? You just get better at it over time. Ho-ho. What's up? But here's the thing though, like now that you've posted your first video and you got it out of the way, you can move on to the second, and then you can start to build up momentum, right? And that's what's key about YouTube is to just keep going. It's such a simple concept to tell people to keep creating videos and keep posting, but it's one of like the most difficult things to maintain, because there's so many YouTubers that I started off with in like 2018, 2019, where we were, commenting on each other's videos, giving each other advice, talking about like YouTube algorithm stuff and growing an audience and all that type of stuff in general, right? But what happens is over time, all those people that I started off with, they all begin to fall off one by one by one. And so at the start, there's like this huge community of like small YouTubers that people like to call it, where they're like, yeah, support small YouTubers, let's support each other, let's learn from each other, let's help each other out, which is a good sentiment to believe in at the start. But over time, you quickly find out who's serious and who's not. And the one factor that really kills people's YouTube channels is when you have expectations for results. When you expect that you deserve a certain number of views, or you deserve a certain number of subscribers or likes or comments. And then when you don't reach those analytical expectations, you become depressed or sad, and you feel like, why me? And when you have that type of mindset with YouTube, it just causes people to quit and give up, because you're going to compartmentalize this idea like, why am I spending so much time making videos? Why am I investing so much energy and effort into this thing that's giving me no results? And you're going to feel like you are not being taken advantage of, but like it's like it's like you're wasting your time. You're going to feel like you're just wasting your time because you're not getting anything out of this. But if you can avoid that type of mindset trap where you're creating content for views and instead you just create content for the enjoyment of it, that is what will keep you in the game long term. And that was a mindset that I had when I started my channel. It wasn't for any specific number of subscriber count. I really tried to create content and create videos about topics that I was passionate about, that were fun to me, right? Because that's what you want YouTube to be. You want YouTube to be fun and enjoyable. And so as the years have gone on, I do set subscriber goals or I do set those business type goals in 2022 and 2021. Like I do that, but that is not my main priority or driving force, which causes me to release content. It's sort of like in the backseat. It's there, but it's not my main motivation. So that's probably like the best advice I can give to anyone that's maybe your 2023 resolution is to start a YouTube channel or create a TikTok account or start a blog or a website or whatever, right? Like whatever that creative endeavor is, maybe that's your goal for this year. And again, if you can start off that journey without any expectations of growth or audience gain or monetary incentive, and just do it for the love, do it for the passion, that is what will allow you to keep going when things get tough. Like even when I did this stream, I can't remember when I started it, but like stream 1 or 2, there was like nobody in the stream for hours. And it's just me, like talking to myself. And it's like concurrent viewers were 0 for like 45 minutes. And then in my mind, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I live streaming to nobody? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what is the point of this? But the idea that I had was like, live streaming is kind of fun. And if I can put in the repetitions and get better at it, then maybe this will be a type of content that people would want to watch, because that is what I always wanted. I always wanted some of my favorite YouTubers to live stream, because I like that in the moment interaction, because you can really see the type of person they are. And I say this all the time. It's you hide behind your video editing software. You can hide behind Adobe Premiere or DaVinci Resolve or Final Cut Pro. You can take out all your mistakes. And there's something so pleasing and natural about live streams where you can't hide, especially if you stream for a couple hours. Like, you can't fake it. Like, people will see through you. They'll see who you really are at face value if you put yourself out there in a live setting for hours like this. Like, you can't script a live stream, right? Like, maybe you could write down some topics or ideas that you want to talk about beforehand. But other than that, like, I don't know how you could totally script out a live stream, especially if you're taking feedback from the comment section, for example, right? You pronounce O with 2 dots the same way you pronounce a U in the word burn. Burn. Yo, my pronunciation is bad. So I said ho-ho. So the O is like the U. Hoo-hoo? Is that right? Yo, hoo-hoo. Yo, that's embarrassing. Sorry, dude, if I'm butchering your name. That's interesting, though. What language or ethnicity or background uses the O with the 2 dots? I'm always interested in that type of stuff. What do you recommend putting in the description? People do a lot of stuff with description. When you're starting out, just put like a couple sentences. Just talk about what the video is about. Like, if you look at big YouTubers, they'll put like affiliate links in their description. They'll put links to other videos. They'll put links to like a playlist. They'll put hashtag. They'll put a whole bunch of stuff in the description, right? But when you create a YouTube channel in the beginning, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't really matter. All I would do is just put like a sentence or two, like, this video is about my goals and in 2023 and how I'm going to start and document my self-improvement journey. Just make it something super simple as that. Because if you spend too much time thinking about, oh, what should I write in the description, it takes away the time you could be spending on the most important thing, which is recording the next video, right? So don't worry about tags, don't worry about descriptions and all this other analytical stuff, because you have to worry about that later on. Like, once you publish your first 50 videos, okay, now we should look into the analytics and try to figure out what's going on. But if you got one video up on your channel, click-through rate, average view duration, description, all that stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the most important thing is, like, just put a title that makes sense, maybe write one sentence in the description, post a video, move on to the second one. And then in the second video, do one thing better in that video than you did in the one previous. And then just apply that formula moving forward, right? Make the third one better than the second, fourth better than the third, because there's an infinite number of factors that you can work on. There's no perfect YouTube video. There's always something you can work on. The pacing, the way you speak, tempo, music, subject matter, title, description, intro, hook, outro. Like there's like YouTube videos now are so complicated, right? But all those things that you have to work on, that's at step 100 in the journey. Like you got to get to that. You have to get to that step first. You got to post those first 50 or 100 videos in order to get to that stuff. And yeah, it's kind of like that old saying, analysis. Where does it? You get that analysis paralysis. Like you analyze things too much and it just prevents you from creating. And creating is the most important thing. That's something that I've actually been trying to tell myself recently. I feel like I should post more videos because right now I'm just posting one per month and I'm trying to make the best possible video I can. And I've been getting a little of that analysis paralysis, and because I have that like perfectionism thing where if I post a video, I want it to be really, really good. I want you guys to know that I put in all my best effort, time, and energy into that video to make it as entertaining and as informative as I can, right? Like I want you guys to know that I don't half-ass the type of content I make. However, maybe there's something to be said about being less perfectionistic and posting a little more regularly. Maybe that would be in my best interest, but we'll see. We'll see as 2023 progresses. Should be like when you point your lips about to say "oh," but you say "a" in the inside of your mouth. That should be it. When you point your lips about to say "oh," but then you say "a" or "ah." That should be, man, my yo, my pronunciation is so bad. Yo, Forrest, why are you putting me on the spot? I'm gonna embarrass myself. It's like all those it's like trying to say all those German words. Oh, it's so funny. It's too bad that I only speak one language. I find language and geography and all that type of stuff, I find it very interesting. But for whatever reason, maybe it was because when I was growing up, I just had no interest in learning any other languages. Like I had opportunities to pick up German from my dad. I had opportunities to pick up Japanese from my family. And I had opportunities to learn French in school. Because, in Canada, French is our national second language. Like all of our street signs are in English and French. So like there's been a plethora of opportunities for me to be serious about picking up a second language. And for whatever reason, it never really happened. So, but yeah, I have a lot of respect for people that are bilingual, trilingual. That's super cool. That's something that I'd hope my kids get into. I'm planning on having them go to like a French immersion school. Even though I don't speak any French, I feel like, it's like a good thing to know, right? It's there's never anything bad about learning more about languages. So super cool. Super interesting stuff. So would that mean learning a new language is part of my 2023 goals? Still no. It would still probably be a no. So let's go over some. Oh, someone's coming down. Hi. My daughter's at the top of the stairs calling me. Oh, she's coming down. Hi. The stream is gonna get bombed by little kids. I don't know if you can. Oh, hi. You say hi?
Hi.
You say hi, Forrest.
Hi.
You say hi, Forrest?
Hi, boys.
Oh, very nice. Can you wave? Can you wave? Yeah. Say hi, Forrest. How you doing?
Hi, boys. What are you doing?
Oh my goodness, look who it is. The whole family's here. Oh man. The fat boy's here too. Hi buddy. How you doing? You okay? Look at this guy. He's huge. He's like oh my god, hi baby. Yeah, he's a big boy. Dude's 20 pounds. Hopefully this stream doesn't get doesn't get flagged. Forrest says hi.
It's fine.
Tina's hiding in the top corner.
Hello, Forrest.
Tina says hi. Yeah, that's dad life. Dude is huge. He's pushing 20 pounds. He's gonna be 6 months in like a couple days. What's good, the Bearsies? I love this. Should they be on stream more often? I always wonder though. YouTube is very sensitive with kid stuff. So I'm always worried about like showing children in a video, not just because of like the demonetization or the removal of like the comment section, but it's like I always wonder if like my kids would be interested in this type of stuff in the future. Like, you know, some people, they don't like to be on camera at all. Like, obviously I have no problem. Like I have no problem sharing my thoughts and ideas and perspectives about things. I have no problem recording myself or, you know, talking in a live setting, but will my kids be the same as me? I don't know. Right? So it's a tough thing. I know most creators try not to show their kids on camera, but it's a weird subject. It's just what it is. But yeah, I don't know if you can hear them, but they're hanging out in the basement. So the basement is where we are in right now. And the idea that I had with this space was I have one corner where I have my office and all my camera gear behind me. And there's also like another desk. It's like an L. My desk is like an L. Like I'm in the corner, so I have like a table on this side, and I'll have another table here. And I'm sort of like wedged in the corner in the basement. This is sort of like my office space studio that I dreamed of making, where, you know, I wanted to have this space to do live streams and podcasts and create these YouTube videos. And then the other side of the basement is like all the kids' toys. So it's all like jammed away in the other corner. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out. Just the studio is still under construction. We're still working on trying to expand the podcast, I think, and get more in-person podcast episodes. I think that'd be super cool to do in the future. So yeah, I don't know. It's just lots of things in the works. You know, like this year is gonna be a lot of changes, a lot of work. Like there's so many things I want to do. They want to be near the Otao-san. Oh, is that that's father, right? My Japanese is so bad. I don't even know how to say it, but it's father, right? Ka-san is like brother, sister. Yeah, kids are fun. Kids are probably one of the things in this world that will bring you the most joy and happiness, but it will also bring you the most frustration at the same time. And the way that I sort of think about kids is like, when you don't have kids, your happiness and kind of like the range of how you feel about things is sort of like on a scale of 0 to 10, right? So if you're having a shitty day, you feel like a 0, and if you're having a good day, you feel like a 10. But when you have kids, that scale becomes, it goes from 100, so it increases from 10 to 100, but also goes down from 0 to negative 100. So you have like this a lot wider range of emotions that you go through as a parent. It's very challenging, very, very challenging mentally and emotionally, and just testing your patience as a human being. It's very difficult. And I'm still learning. Like, I am nowhere close to being the perfect parent, right? This is like something that I work on every single day, but it brings me the most frustration in my life, but also the most love and joy. So, hey, Swen, what's up, bro? How you doing? How's the grind? How's the school grind? Yo, Silver Kings, what's up? What do you think about alcohol and drug sobriety as a goal for 2023? That's a great goal. That's a super awesome goal to have for 2023. If you are someone that is struggling with any form of addiction, whether it's gambling addiction, substance addiction, like drugs or alcohol, like if you need that arbitrary start date to get sober or to set a goal to fix your life, there's no better time than January, right? Like, some people need that New Year's resolution. Let's fix my life. Let's make some type of drastic change, right? It's the perfect time. And so the only issue with that is it needs to be a long-lasting goal. This needs to be a goal for the long term, right? Especially with things like sobriety, drugs, alcohol, gambling. Those are all very serious, detrimental things and habits that you can add to your life, right? So you want to not just control those for like 30 days. Like, that defeats the whole purpose. You want those to be changes for the rest of your life. And so I think the benefit about starting those in 2023 is you can take it one day at a time and figure out how to overcome those addictions. And then you have to kind of reassess where you're at and devise a plan to apply that long term. And so I don't think it's sufficient enough just to make it a goal for 2023. You need to like go back to that goal in March, like reassess where you're at. Go back to it in June, in the summer, reassess where you're at. Are you still have that streak of sobriety going? Or have you defaulted back to your old ways and you're struggling? Right? I feel like it's like a goal you have to keep working at. It's not something you can set one time and then, yeah, I'll stick to it for the entire year, because like 365 days is a long grind. Like, your mindset in January might be completely different than in April, right? So again, it's figuring out a system that works long term is usually my best advice. I can't believe you. LOL, you had the chance to learn the coolest language, watch anime without having to read anything, and you didn't. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Never too late to start learning, though. Yeah, it's it sucks because like when I grew up. Oh, hi. What's up with your hair? What are you doing? What you got? You show Forrest your toys? Say, Forrest, look. What you got? Okay, we got a cow and a horse. You see, look, you're on the stream. You're it's so crazy. You see, we're over here, look, you're right there. See? You say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Forrest.
Hi, Forrest.
You want to show Forrest your cow and your horsey? Yeah, show. Show Forrest. See, look, right there. Say, look.
Look.
That's so funny.
Why?
Okay, go play. Go play. Yeah, she's Tiffany's turning 3 years old in, let me see, 2.5 weeks. So gonna have a 3-year-old on my hand, which is a handful, but it's a lot of fun. It's like it's the best thing. It's like there's nothing better. I don't know how to describe it. It's it's so much fun. Oh yeah, but going back to the language thing, I never learned any like full Japanese sentences. Like we used terminology and slang for like things like chopsticks and hashi and seaweed, nori, and that type of stuff. But it was never like a language my family spoke fluently. And I did watch anime all the time. And I had a book where I was like trying to learn Japanese. But I think the thing is, you got to speak it with someone, right? And because my mom and my grandparents never spoke it with us, like I'd have no one to practice with unless I went to Japanese school, maybe. So yeah, I don't know. It's what it is. It's what it is. I would love to stream when I get bigger. Yeah, I think streaming is cool. It's I feel like it's a good thing to do later on, like after you get used to creating YouTube videos, after you kind of build like a little bit of an audience, because it shows people like the vulnerable side of you, right? Like I can't cut out when my daughter comes and bombs a stream, right? It's just what it is. I can't hide my happiness. It's what it is, right? And there's something so pure about streaming that I love. And you don't get that in a YouTube video usually, right? Because of all the editing and all that type of stuff. I can't take it anymore. You can't take what anymore? The kids? What's up, kid? How you doing? But yeah, Kevin, it's awesome. Just I don't know, something about like community, like building your tribe of people. It's an awesome thing. And streaming is part of that. But it's strange because I never thought, like when I created the YouTube channel, I never thought streaming was going to be something that I would do. I kind of just did it on a whim. I was doing it on Twitch as like a goof, just for fun. And I was like, hey, this is actually enjoyable. I kind of like this. And, you know, just giving you guys a chance to bring up questions or topics. It's beneficial for me too, because I learn from this type of stuff. Because I can think my thoughts all day, but unless I articulate them and put them out in the world, they don't become real, right? Like you can think up brilliant thoughts and ideas all day long, but unless you do something with them, and it's pointless, right? So in this sense, it forces me to articulate how I feel about certain topics. Like, how do I feel about New Year's resolutions? I've thought about it, but have I really spoken it out into the world? And so, yeah, I feel like it's such an awesome thing to do. Hi, sorry to ruin your day. Ruin my day? Don't worry. You're not ruining my day. Don't be silly. I just had another gambling relapse session and lost my paycheck for the month. I just can't stop going into the casino. I feel like a loser. Oh man. Yeah, it's tough. Especially if, like, how accessible is the casino to where you live? Is it like driving distance? Like, is it close by, like a 15-minute drive? If it's that close, and the allure of the casino is going to be very difficult to give up. Now, the problem is, like, here's the thing. I was kind of fortunate because the nearest casino to where I live, it's about an hour and a half. So for me to, what do you got? You show everybody? Oh, you got a purple gem? What is this? Let me see. Oh, fancy. Look what we got. Here you go. What do you say? Okay, go play, okay?
Okay.
Dad is talking to his friends. 15-minute drive. I'm from Singapore. Hey, Singapore, what's up? Never been to Singapore. See, that's what makes it tough. You're 15 minutes away, right? So it's so easy to just jump in the car and go there. But you need to figure out a system or find a way to break the point of entry, right? You need to find a way to remove that possibility from your life. So for me, again, I was lucky because it was an hour and a half, right? So I couldn't just go on a whim. I'd have to like plan out my day. Okay, it's going to take me an hour and a half to get there. How much time am I going to spend at the casino? And it's going to take me another hour and a half back. So one of the best things you can do is remove the addiction from your environment, right? But in the case where it's right there, like it's really close, where it's 15 minutes away, I found out what really worked for me and other people from their past experiences is finding something else that will eat up your time. Whether it's finding a hobby, an extra shift at work, another class, a sports team, a club, like anything. Find something that will make you extremely busy and eat up your free time. Where, okay, I have to go to this second job, or I have to go to basketball practice, or I have to go to this art lesson, or I have to go to the gym, right? Like find positive hobbies and add them to your life to eat up your time. Because when the casino is so accessible, like 15 minutes away, the minute you have free time, you're going to have urges to go there. But if you can fill up all your day and like kind of stay busy, you're going to remove those opportunities where you can go there. And that's like the biggest thing, because the easiest answer is to say, just don't go. Like, just don't go. Just don't drive there. That's like what most people say. That's the easy answer. It makes sense, right? But if you can remove all the free time from your life, there is no option to go anymore, because you have to do this, you have to do that. And preoccupying your time with positive hobbies and habits, right? I think that's one of the best things you can do, because it'll keep your mind busy, right? It'll keep you thinking about, oh, that soccer practice you have to go to, or you have to go to the gym, and maybe you're going to do like swimming lessons or something, or maybe you have a part-time job at whatever. I don't know, like insert the task, right? So I think that's one of the first steps that I would do. I don't know why I can't stop gambling. It's like a small win, and then I forget about all the pain. I'm down 25K total since 2022. It is too... Dang, bro. What are you doing? What is this? You have a green basketball and a yellow basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah? Which one do you like? This one? Is the green one for Dada? Green one's for me? Like, here's a perfect example. Like, I love basketball, right? If I had...
The yellow one.
Here. Okay, go play.
Go.
Okay, thank you. So, like, again, like, if I found myself constantly going to the casino, I'd fill up my day with, like, maybe join a basketball league, right? Or become a ref, become a coach kids. Fill up your schedule. So when work ends at 5 or whenever you finish work, okay, you have back to basketball practice at 6 o'clock. So there's no time to go to the casino. You have basketball practice from 6 to 7, or you go to the gym from 7 to 8. You got to go home for dinner, right? Like, fill up your day. Keep yourself busy. Keep your mind preoccupied so that it won't drift towards those things that you're addicted to. And like, trust me, it's so much easier said than done, right? Because you have to also realize, like, what works for me doesn't work for everyone else. You have to find out what works for you, but you have to work at it. You have to figure out what that is. Like, losing 25,000 since 2022, that's a lot. Like, that could be rent money. That could be down payment for your mortgage. It could be an investment, right? Imagine if you invested 25,000 into an index fund that compounded at 6-7% a year. Like, look how much that could have grown, right? So again, maybe you need that harsh truth. Maybe you need to, like, really look at your actions and figure out, how do you stop this? Do you need help from other people? Do you need help from your friends or family? Do you need a support group? Like, find out what will help you to act and fix, like, change. Because again, if you don't take action, nothing will change, right? It's like that old saying about insanity. You do the same things, but you want different results. That's insanity, right? It's never going to happen. So again, find something that will cause you to act and make a drastic change. But make that change lasting, right? Maintain it. Be consistent with it. And I feel like those are the steps that you need to take. And again, if you just wallow in self-pity and look at the numbers and it's too painful, you feel like a loser, that doesn't help you. How does that help you? It just makes you feel worse about the situation, right? So don't focus on that. Don't focus on the negatives. Like, okay, the 25,000 is gone. Okay, fine, it's done with. Make sure you don't lose another 25, right? That should be the next step. Like, don't get stuck on the past, right? Look forward and try to find a way out of it. So again, there's lots of things. There's lots of ideas. There's lots of strategies you can use. But I feel like, taking action, learning from other people's experiences is the first step, right? Oh, now we got a doll on stream. What is going on? You brought your doll? You show Forrest your doll?
A doll?
A doll? What's the doll's name?
Baby.
Doll's name is Baby? Thank you. Yeah, no problem. It's like, also find out.
Cut the tape.
You want to cut the tag? Okay, let's do this later, okay?
Okay.
Okay, go play. We'll do it later.
Okay.
Okay. Also think about a reason that's bigger than you. Like, if I were to say I lost $25,000, right? Of course you're going to feel like shit. But that $25,000, that could have been an education fund for my daughter, right? She could use that 13, 14 years from now. Like, find a reason that's bigger than you. They'll help motivate you to change. Because it's not always just about you, right? What about the people that rely on you? Maybe you might not have a family now, or maybe, there might be a day where your parents get old and they need you to help them, like when they helped you when you were a baby, right? You never know. There's always something out there that's bigger than yourself, and you can use that as motivation to make a change. So again, like, when it comes to money, like, oh yeah, it sucks. I lost this amount. I could have invested it. I could have used it for my bills, or it could have been used for my kids. And that hurts real bad, right? And that is big enough and important enough for me to make a change. So.
Dada.
Mm-hmm.
Baby doll.
The baby doll?
Slip down. It slipped down.
Huh?
It slipped down.
It slipped down? It's okay. I get it later, okay?
Mama, Dada, get it later.
Yeah, Dada, get it later. Or you ask Mama, okay? Yeah, go see Mama, okay? She's down here bombing the stream. Bringing her dolls on stream. Yeah, it's It's so funny. Baby, yes, when it's that's what it is. It's crazy. It's like chaos in my house all the time. It's it's wild, but it's so much fun. Sorry guys if this stream is too crazy and chaotic. My family doesn't know about my addiction. They will disown me for it. My friends who knew about it already gave up on me and distance away from me. I only have myself to rely on. Well, if your family doesn't know, right? If they find out, they'll disown you. Like, isn't that a big motivating factor to quit? So you can like hang on to the relationships you still have. And like friends will come and go. Don't worry about friends, right? Like friends or whatever. Like my friend group has changed like so much throughout the years, right? Friends will always come and go. You know, but family is what's really important, right? The relationship with your family that's key. That comes first. So that in and of itself should be a huge motivating factor for you, you know, to control or remove this addiction, right? Make that your goal. Like rebuild those bridges, maintain those bridges. Because like if you lose family, like that's gonna suck, right? That happy face shows how worth it the chaos is. It's so funny. Yeah, being a dad is cool. I never thought I would enjoy being a girl dad as much as I did, because like I've always been like a sports type of dude. I grew up in a household with like 3 guys, me, my dad, my brother, right? So there's 3 of us, and it's always been about like guy things and going outside and playing sports and all that type of stuff. And I was like, when I found out I had a daughter, or I was gonna have a daughter, I was like, what is that like? Like princesses and tea parties, and like I had no idea what it was gonna be like. So I was like, am I going to enjoy this? So, but look at this. It's so much fun. What are you doing? You're right. I learned something new today. It is 2 a.m. here. Thank you for your time once again. I'm going to rewatch all your gambling videos. Have a good day. Yeah. Hey, bro. Thanks for coming by and sharing the story. Like I hope any of my videos can help. If you want to talk more, there's always a comment section, right? Leave a comment on any of my videos and I'll reply. I do my best to reply to as many comments as I can. And like if you can't find someone to talk to, right? Like maybe I'm that person, right? So yeah, just don't be afraid. Leave me a comment and let me know, give me an update on the situation. Baby invasion is the peak of this stream. Yeah, I closed the door and came down to start the stream, but all of a sudden she came barreling down the stairs and is playing with something behind me. I don't know if it's killing the audio, but yeah, so the basement's kind of like a half podcast studio, half kids playroom. So I have all their toys and stuff kind of stashed in the other corner behind me. It's that's what it is. It's part of growing up, but it's fun. See, Forrest knows. The chaos, it's worth it in the end. It's worth it. It's a lot of fun. I also have like an interesting perspective about kids though. I don't think kids are for everybody. Like having kids is like, in my opinion, one of the best things in the world. It's the most rewarding. It's the most fun. It's the most loving. Like everything about it is just awesome, while also being the most frustrating at the same time. However, if you're someone that doesn't like kids or doesn't want to have kids, I think that's fine too, right? Because they are a huge investment on your time and resources. Because especially like, you want to raise good kids, right? You want to be responsible for them. You want to raise them the right way, teach them to be kind and polite and disciplined, and just have good morals and to be good people. And that's like a huge task, right? It's such a big task to do. So I get it. Like when I hear people, or I have some friends that have no interest in having kids, like I totally get it. 100% I get it, right? That I'm not judging at all. But if you are someone who is thinking about it or wants to have kids, it's awesome. It just 10x's your happiness, and it's worth it. It's just worth it at the end of the day. Even when they do come and bomb the stream. Oh, that's funny. What else? What other goals do we have for the new year? Swen, do you have any goals for the YouTube channel? I know you got school interfering with the channel. That makes it tough. That's another thing that makes content creation hard. Like if you're in school, or if you have a day job in the morning, like whether you go to school from 8 to 4 or you go to work from like 9 to 5, that's draining the best 8 hours of your day. It's like sucking away all your energy. So if you want to do something creatively on the side after school or after work, it's tough. It's difficult. And trust me, it's something that I've been working on. Especially like if you have homework, like if you go to school all day and you come home and you got to do homework and you got to eat and take a shower, like you have no time or no brain power left or energy to write or record or edit YouTube videos. So it's difficult. But I think if that is your goal, time management is extremely important for 2023. Whether that's utilizing your time on Saturdays and Sundays, to maybe record a video on Saturday, edit it on Sunday, so that you have something posted by Monday and then you can go through your daily routine. Like that's an option. Like that's what I did in the beginning, right? I'd be busy during the week. And then on Saturday, try to wake up early, hit a workout, maybe after the workout, record a YouTube video. And then spend Sunday editing it the best I could with the time that I had. And then just posting it and then moving on to the next one. And that was kind of the strategy that I had in the beginning. I think in 2019, 2020, I was sort of like managing my time in that way. And what's interesting is that if you can get the repetitions in, you become so much more efficient and quicker at recording content that you don't need as much time as you did before. So like it will get better. You will become a lot more time efficient and quicker with this type of work. And some water. I became a thumbnail illustrator for 6 clients. Oh, wow. Dude, that's awesome. So I can buy a camera and build a life so that I can work from home. So YouTube is at pause for now. Okay, that's pretty cool. Dang, thumbnail illustrator. So are you using like 6 clients? That's a lot too. Are you using like Photoshop? Or are you using like Canva? Like what are the other like thumbnail editing software? Like I use Canva and Photoshop. I wonder what else there is. But dang, 6 clients? That's pretty good. You could probably sell your skills on websites like Fiverr, I think, as well, because I hired a thumbnail illustrator on Fiverr to make a logo for my podcast, which is like that brown bear, that brown cartoon bear with like who's sleeping with the headphones. So I feel like people always need thumbnails, especially with like how popular YouTube is. Yeah, that's a great side hustle to build up some revenue. Thumbnail illustrator sounds cool. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Forrest. That sounds like an awesome gig. And it's also cool because if you become really good at designing like clickable thumbnails, you could just like apply that to your own YouTube channel in the future, right? Like those are skills that convert. It's just like I have a friend who's working as a video editor, right? Again, if you work as a video editor, you can eventually apply that to your own channel, start your own business, edit your own videos. So those like all those skills are transferable, which is very beneficial. What up, gang? Yo, Red, what's up? What's going on, Red? How you doing, bro? How's your Saturday on the West Coast? Photoshop became my addiction, but GIMP is... Oh yeah, GIMP. I used to use GIMP. It's like that... it has like a brown fox logo, I think. But GIMP is like a free version of it. Video editing is in high demand these days, though. Yeah. Anything like people are starting to realize if you want to be successful on YouTube, it's all click-through rate and average view duration. And how do you get that? Click-through rate, you get it with good thumbnails, like captivating thumbnails, clickable images for thumbnails. And how do you get average view duration? Well, generally it's, good story, but it's also good story combined with good video editing. So like video editing plus thumbnail design, it's like, I feel like those are going to be two massively high demand jobs, right? Not only right now in the present, but like moving forward in the future as well. Because whenever I read those census reports of young teenagers in school, everyone wants to be like a TikTok influencer, a YouTuber, Instagram Reels creator. Like social media is huge for the younger generation, for the kids that are in school right now. And there's going to be tons of these kids that are growing up and they're going to maybe start businesses or maybe start YouTube channels, and there's going to be tons of opportunity in the future. And especially for shorts, like if you are someone who edits like TikTok videos, like those vertical format videos, or you're good at editing shorts, like that's another probably super lucrative skill to work on and get better at. Already on Fiverr. Oh, perfect, dude. Fiverr is good. Yeah, it's a good place to build up a portfolio, right? I don't earn that much, but for a high schooler, it's impressive. Yeah, man. Keep working on your skills, Swen. Maybe one day if my channel ever starts moving, or it's actually been growing pretty good recently. But say, I don't know, maybe one day my channel blows up or something and I want to expand, I'll probably need a thumbnail person too, right? So then you'd be like the first person I think of. So you never know. Like you never know what will happen in the future. Doing all right, man. Same old stuff. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, all is good, bro. We're having a super interesting stream so far. My soon-to-be 3-year-old came down into the office and was bombing the stream. You can probably hear her in the background. Yeah, so the kids are down here. So if you're wondering what that noise is, they're playing back here. They're just playing with some toys over there. So yeah, it's a fun day. It's a chill stream today. Chill stream, family stream. I hope YouTube doesn't flag it though. But I don't know, we'll see. Well, I have monetization turned off anyway, so it should be fine. But yeah, let's oh yeah, so the channel. So the channel has been interesting. Oh, look who it is. You want to say hi to Red? Say hi to Red and Swen. Say hi, Red. Say hi, Red.
Hi, Red.
Oh, very nice. You say hi, Swen.
Hi, one.
Wow, good job. You show them your baby doll?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that a blue unicorn?
Huh?
Uh-huh. Oh, it's a cabbage patch. CB Kids? That Cabbage Patch Kids?
Hey.
Yeah, cabbage. Here, take your doll. Where are you going? I don't want this. Bro, what am I going to do with this? Oh, all right, I got to... Here, Titchy. Take your doll. I don't want this. All right, this is the Cabbage Patch doll is going to be on stream, I guess. There, the doll's posted up over there. If she wants it, she can come and get it. Yeah, so it's chaos today, bro. It's a chaotic stream. But let's talk about some analytics quick and give you guys an update with what's been going on. So in the past, my YouTube channel, it would get like about, I'd say, 300 to 400 views every day or so. Which wasn't too bad, right? A couple hundred views every day, and I get like anywhere from 1 to 5 subscribers per day. And it was like stuck. Another doll. Oh wow! What about your blue unicorn? I don't want this. This for me? All right, we're adding all the dolls to the stream. Okay, so we got the doll and the Cabbage Patch. So I'm getting like 300-400 views per day, like 1 to 5 subscribers, and it was like that for like a good 2 years. Like it's when I go into my analytics, like the growth is like this long linear flat line, and it was like very consistent. But then I don't know what it is, these past couple months things have really been taking off, and I've been getting like over 1,000 views every single day and about 5 to 10 subscribers every day. And so that, like, I'm not gonna lie, that was super motivating and super exciting. Like, even though I don't create with the intent for just growth, right? I create with purpose in mind, with passion, with things that I enjoy, things that are really happening in my life, right? Like, that is my intent with my videos. I don't create a video and think like, oh, what's a good keyword that people are going to search up? Like, what's going to perform well? What's going to have a high amount of YouTube AdSense? Like, that's not how I create my videos. And so I've always just been hoping that growth would be a byproduct of just releasing content that I love. And these past couple of weeks, it's it's been really surprising. It's like 1,000 views every day. So it's like getting like 30,000 a month. And it's awesome because I've also been getting a lot of comments, from people. And a lot of this is on like the gambling addiction side and psychedelic mushrooms. Those seem to be the two topics that people have really been resonating with, because those are two topics from my life that I'm passionate about, but I was always wary of sharing because I have like a huge 10-year history when it comes to gambling and poker that I never really talked about too much. I didn't really share because I didn't really think anyone would be interested in my past with that type of stuff. But for whatever reason, it seems to resonate with people. And also my use of psychedelic mushrooms is something that, again, I was wary of sharing because it's like psychedelics are technically drugs, right? And like, does that fall into the self-improvement world? Like, isn't the self-improvement world where you're adding good habits? Like, generally drugs are seen in a negative light, but my use of psychedelics, it's improved my productivity. It's made me more creative, and it improves my ability to focus on the micro side with like the very low dosages. And then on the macro side, it's made me a more introspective person because it's allowed me to confront my biases and all my bullshit, and it's just turned me into a better human being overall. So I've seen so many benefits with mushrooms in particular. So I figured, let's let's just share it. And you know, if it gets demonetized or people hate it, that's fine. And these are the two subjects that have been doing well. What you got? You got a snail now. Oh my gosh. Look at all your toys over here. Look. All your toys. You put the snail with your dolls? Put your snail over there. No, you give it to Dada? Okay, we got Mr. Snail on the stream. This is so crazy. Time to decorate the stream with toys? Yeah, bro. This is what's happening. Success compounds, bro. You got this. Yeah, thanks, dude. It's it's cool. It's a real cool thing because I think I'm doing it the right way. Like I think like all the videos and topics and ideas that I share and talk about, they're 100% real. Right? Like if I really wanted to, like say I was someone that only cared about YouTube growth, right? Like say I was 100% focused on just growing my channel, then I would make videos about minimalism, right? Because guys like Matt Diavella has popularized. What is this? Now you have a rainbow ice cream cone? Mm-hmm. Who's that for? Is that for Red? Say, here you go, Red.
You go bed.
Here you go, bed. Oh, wow. Thank you. Wow. I got ice cream cone. Look at all this rainbow colors. Oh, my goodness. This should be a thumbnail. I'm running out of desk space. There we go. But yeah. Oh, here we go again. What is this? Orange spaghetti? Thank you. Oh man, get over there, orange spaghetti. So yeah, so like the channel, there's tons of very popular topics that you can kind of jump on for growth, right? What is this? Yo, we're trying to have a stream over here. We don't want these toys. Okay, I got some game, bro. Titchy, my desk is gonna be full of all your toys. Is that for me? Titchy, is that for Forrest? Is that toy for Forrest? Forrest is asking, which toy's for Forrest? Forrest, take your pick. We got a Cabbage Patch baby. We got a little doll, a snail. What is that? Is that for Forrest? Which one's for Forrest? Which one? The ducky or the farmer?
The farm.
The farmer is for Forrest? So, okay, here you go. Here you go, Forrest. She got you a little farmer.
Here you go.
And a duck. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're building a collection here, boys. We got the toy collection. This is an anti-minimalism stream. Like the whole concept of minimalism is to own less stuff and have less clutter, and I'm doing the opposite. Oh wow, what is this? Peppa Pig? Is this for Forrest? Okay, so we got Mommy Pig, Peppa Pig. See, this is when you know you're a dad, when you know all the names. Peppa Pig, we got George Pig, and we have Susie Sheep. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, so let's put Mommy Pig here, Peppa Pig, George Pig, and Susie Sheep. What is that? You have a sushi? Okay, now we have a... What is going on? I think this thing lights up. Oh, yo, sushi light. Yo, this is sick. I should put this in the background of my videos. Yo, sushi light, bro. That's some mad sushi. Yeah, it's all the toys, bro. See, like this is why I can't make a video about minimalism, because it's not true, right? Like when you watch self-improvement minimalism videos, it's about people that live in small spaces, that throw away their possessions, that declutter their life. But like I have stuff all over the place. So if I were to make a minimalism video, then you would know that it would be disingenuous, right? Because that's not how I'm living at the moment. Yes, I hear you. Who's this for? Is this for Swen? It's for Swen? Okay, Swen, you have the mail lady, a boy with a frog, and a girl with a McDonald's. Okay, Swen doesn't eat McDonald's, Titchy. Swen's on the self-improvement grind. He definitely does not eat McDonald's. This is... Okay, so there we go. Sorry guys if this isn't the stream that you signed up for. It's just one of those days. Okay, so we got oranges, watermelons, bread, starfruit. In my 33 years on this planet, I have never had sushi and I just can't make myself do it. Maybe this should be my goal. Oh, you never had sushi before, Forrest? Is it because you're not into the raw fish? Like, is that the reason? What is going on? Titchy, this is too much stuff on my desk. I can't... How can I do self-improvement when you just keep cluttering my desk? This is like... This is what gives me anxiety. Look at this. Look at this craziness. What is going on, bro? Yes. Okay, so the raw fish. So that's what's holding you back. So I've ate sushi pretty much my whole life, right? But I've been allergic to fish, to seafood. So like, it's a diamond? Who's the diamond for? Is it for Forrest? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is for Forrest. The purple diamond. The purple gem. So yeah, try vegetarian sushi. Like when I started eating sushi, it was all maki rolls. It was like seaweed, rice, cucumber, like the vegetable rolls, and like it's still good. It's I don't know. It's you can get into like the tofu stuff is pretty good also. Obviously, like tuna and salmon. Oh my gosh, what is this? Sorry guys, there's no way I can stay on topic. We have a ring mountain. Blue, green, yellow, orange. Here we go. This is probably the most authentic stream I have ever watched and I love it. Bro, this is like a normal day in my life. It's like chaos, it's toys, it's craziness. And then when they go to bed, that's when the self-improvement turns on. And it's kind of like a switch. Because it's like the only time I have to practice this stuff. I hear you. What are you saying? Very nice. Put that there. Upgrade. Now I feel brave enough. Try it for us. Try the vegetarian sushi. It's pretty good. You don't have to do the tuna and all that type of stuff. It's still pretty delicious. Poon Poon, what's up? Do you still gamble? To be perfectly honest, yes. But it's at such a smaller scale than what I used to do 10 years ago. What is going on? Oh, you're taking your toys back? Oh, thank you. All right, we're cleaning up. So when I was like deep into poker, we're talking about betting hundreds and thousands of dollars daily. And so the way that I wanted to control my ability to gamble is that I wanted to gamble responsibly. And I hate it when anything controls me. I hate just being controlled by compulsions or addictions. So I know that most people, in order to overcome an addiction, like gambling or alcohol, for example, one of the best things you can do is to just remove it from your life entirely. Because if it's just gone from your life, then you'll never have those urges to go back, or you'll never have the opportunity to do that. However, I saw gambling in a way where I still wanted to be able to play a game of cards with my friends or with my brother and my dad for like $10 and not have it escalate. So my goal was very different when it came to gambling, where most people, they just need to get rid of it altogether. Whereas I came to the conclusion where if I just play for $5 or $10, but cut it off there, like you play your one game for 5 or 10, if you lose your $5, then it's all over. Like there is no way for it to escalate. Like that was a goal that I had. And so I don't bet much on sports anymore. I used to bet a lot on sports, on basketball. And now my gambling has been like, say Christmas, for example, played a bunch of poker with my dad, my mom, my brother, played like dominoes for money, cards for money, gin rummy, like that type of stuff. Like our family, gambling's kind of like in our family, like all of us play. So it was something that was very difficult for me to remove entirely. So for me, it was more about control than the removal of the addiction. I just watched your video of overcoming gambling. Very good video. Thanks. What about friends? I have friends that gamble, so I avoid them too. Yeah, so friends is a tricky one, especially if you have a friend circle or friend group that love to go to the casino, right? That is problematic because they're going to push you into the environment where you're going to have urges to gamble, right? If they want to go to the casino Friday after work, or they want to hit up the casino on Saturday on the weekends, it's going to be tough for you to say no, right? What? The snail? This for me? What do you want me to do with it? Okay, thank you. All right, we got a snail. So unfortunately, you might have to cut. Okay, thank you. Like, you might have to remove some of those people from your friend circle. And it's a very hard thing to do, to cut off some of your friends, but I think it's definitely necessary if you have those friends groups that trigger those addictions, right? Okay, thank you. Here, Titchy, take your toys. Here, take your toys. Oh my gosh, trying to have a stream. Sorry, bro. Are you half Asian? Yeah, half Japanese. Okay, yeah, it's trust me, environment is huge. It's like finding what triggers you, right? Like triggering you might be watching the World Poker Tour or the World Series of Poker on ESPN. That might trigger you. Hanging out with your friends that want to go to the casino on the weekend. That might trigger you. Betting on the football game with your dad. That might trigger you. Like the events that trigger the behavior is what you need to control, right? So again, it's you got to figure out what is it, right? What is it that's the trigger event? So, and again, it's like what works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for another person. It's very individual. Like you got to find out the system that works the best for you. And that's usually what's the best way about doing this. Gotta bounce, going to return just to see if you are covered up in toys. Hey, Swen, thanks for stopping by, and keep up with the thumbnail illustration game. That's an awesome skill to learn. Glad to hear that you got that hustle going. Just keep it up, bro. I only play Baccarat. Oh, I haven't played Baccarat in like years. Like, I haven't played that in a long time. And that kills me. Been winning streak for 4 months, then one big loss. That's tough. See, it's so hard because when you're going through that winning streak, like the dopamine rush that goes on your brain, it's so addicting. It's so much fun. It's so exciting, right? That's the allure of gambling is that feeling you get on the inside. And it's so hard because I feel like you can't get that feeling anywhere else in life. It's such a strange rush when it comes to gambling with money. Something about betting money, risking, maybe not risking it all, but like putting yourself at risk at a chance of winning it big. Something about that is so enticing. It's so interesting. It's so satisfying. That like, what if, right? But then when you eventually do lose, or you have one of those big swings, or like one day where you lose a bunch of money, it hurts so bad and you just feel terrible. And then you ask yourself, why did I do this? Like, or you go down the route of self-pity and you go, why me? Why did this happen to me? I'm so unlucky. And those mindsets are very dangerous, right? Because they're a trap. Like, especially that I'm so unlucky trap. It's kind of like an excuse where you're like, oh, I only lost this time because I was unlucky, or it was luck. And then, next time I'll win it back. Like, those type of mindsets to have are huge traps when it comes to things like gambling. And again, it's like you have to have the ability to self-assess, right? And, honestly see what's going on around you, right? Like, do you have a gambling problem? Are you going to the casino way too much? Do your friends, is that all they talk about? Is that all they want to do? Like, could you be doing something better with that money? Could you be investing or saving for your future? Because even now, like, think about it, cost of living. Think about inflation. Like, think about the supply chain. Like, just living is so expensive. Like, how could most people even have money to spend on things like luxury? Like, even just gas, groceries, rent, insurance. Like, that eats up like all my money. I got like nothing left over. So like, even think about like how expensive it is to live nowadays. That's another reason why like you shouldn't even consider gambling if you don't have all your finances in order first, right? I have a family too. I think it's because of me. I have a business, but business is slow. So that's one of the reasons. Yeah, it's like family's tough too. Like, especially like when I think about wagering money, right? Now that I have 2 kids, and say I were to wager a significant amount of money, the way that I think about it now is not like before, where if I lose it, is just me. Like, I'm the only one who suffers the consequences. Or I can just, make more later. Like, it's fine. But once you have a family, those decisions you make not only impact you, but the future of your family as well, right? That money could be for a college fund. That money could be used for your daughter's art class, or your son's ability to play in a soccer league, right? Like, you got to think, like, now those finances, they could be used to benefit someone else's life. And if you're risking that, you're not just risking your own personal finance, but you're risking the future of your family, right? You're risking a better future for your kids, or your wife, or your husband, or your parents, or your brother. Like, there's so many ways to think about it when it's not just you anymore. And that's like the scariest thing, is when I hear stories of people that gamble away their life savings, or they blow their nest egg on the slot machine. Now they have no money for retirement, or they don't have money to send their kids to college. Like, that's when it gets scary. That's when it gets crazy. You know, when I hear these stories now in the comment section of my YouTube channel of people going through this, and it's really disheartening, right? But also it's important to learn from other people's mistakes, right? Like, make sure you don't make the same mistakes that those people have done as well, right? Let me move some of this some of these toys. This stuff is anti-self-improvement. Gonna move all this junk. I gotta have a clean desk. You can see back here, now there's all this stuff over here. Baccarat is a very dangerous game. Yeah, because I haven't played in so long, I can barely remember what the rules are even like. Like, I haven't played Baccarat in, like, I want to say like 18 years or so. Like when I was like 20. It's been a long time. But yeah, the gambling addiction topic is very interesting, because I'm getting more and more people from that world into the channel, and I never intended that. I was sort of just sharing videos about my past, and you know, like that gambling addiction video where I'm like kind of holding up the poker chips. You know, that was like a real story. That was a real story of something that I went through. And I was thinking, like, you know, hopefully it might help someone out there who's maybe blowing all their money, all their future earnings at the casino, going into massive amounts of debt. Like, hopefully my tiny YouTube video could maybe help someone out there. And it's interesting how well that video gravitates with people. And I've been more and more hearing these stories and perspectives. And it's very interesting because by me hearing all these stories of how this person lost in slots, or this person gambled all their money on football, or this person played craps too much, right? Or blackjack. Because I'm absorbing all these different stories and perspectives from people, I'm really learning the dangers and what the negative decisions are and the consequences of those decisions. Like, at first I never understood slots. I was like, slots? Like, how is that even fun? You're just like putting in money, pulling a dial. Like, you're not playing. It's not like blackjack where you can say hit me or split or stay or stand pat, right? Or like poker, bet, raise, call. Like, those are games where you can make decisions, right? So I see why those games are addictive. But then I was like, slots, like, you don't decide anything. You just bet and pull the lever. Like, how is that fun? But then after hearing how people, they maybe play a slot machine once and they win like $2,000, and then all those bells and whistles are going off from the machine, and you hear all the coins clinking at the bottom of the tray, and they get that like dopamine rush and that excitement, and they get addicted. Like, oh, what if I can win again? And then they chase that rush. They chase that one initial win. And it's not so much the slots is what's fun. It's the chasing of the rush is what is fun. And I never knew that. Like, I never knew that concept until I started listening to other people's stories. And what's interesting is that I've kind of thought about those stories. I've absorbed them, and I've been trying to pull the life lessons out of them, right? And I try to apply them to future questions that I get from people when it comes to, you know, gambling addiction, because maybe these are things that people don't consider, right? And so, yeah, the topic is super interesting, and it's really challenging for me. This has been like a really challenging subject for me to try to give advice on, I've been trying to educate myself more on the subject and just, helping people. It feels good from my end, to hopefully give someone some words of encouragement, that'll maybe help them stop going to the casino every day or every weekend or whatever it is, right? So that's really motivating for me, moving forward, is to just give back, right? Because I feel like that's one of the best things about all this YouTube stuff. All right, that was a super interesting stream. So the plan was to talk about goals for 2023, which we did talk about a little bit of. Monetary goals for the channel, and we ended up having the kids bomb the stream and had a toy extravaganza on my desk. I haven't used that word in a long time, extravaganza. But yeah, that was fun. If there are any other questions you guys have or anything else you want to talk about, I felt like this was a fun stream. But if not, let's plan. Maybe we can do another stream again next week. So I'll try to do another stream on the 21st if I can. If not, I'll definitely do one on the 28th. So for anyone that's still listening or watching the replay of this, if you want to catch the live portion of these live streams, I'm definitely going to be doing Saturday, January 28th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And this will pretty much give you guys a chance to bring up any topics or questions that you want to talk about in a live setting, whether that's YouTube related, poker related, self-improvement related. I'm pretty open to all topics. Yeah, it's just fun. This is just like a lot of fun for me. We have to get a toy of the day cameo every week. I'll ask Tiffany what toy she wants to give you, Forrest. Tiffany's so crazy. She's yeah, so she's gonna be 3 years old in a couple of weeks, which is wild. I remember when Tina was giving birth to Tiffany in 2020. That was at the end of my 30-day kiwi challenge, where I was eating a kiwi fruit every single day, and I was like recording how I felt. And this is when like I had no one watching any of my videos. It was like a nothing channel. And then I remember when Tiffany was born, I was like, oh man, how am I going to eat a kiwi today? I'm at the hospital. Like the hospital doesn't have any kiwis. And then I remember thinking like, oh, this video is so stupid. Like, who's going to care that I eat kiwi fruits? Like, what a dumb video. Like, what a dumb concept to talk about. Like, and I was like, who's going to even watch this? Like, why would anyone watch a video about a guy eating a kiwi fruit every single day? It sounds so dumb, like in a waste of time. And I remember I felt this way. And now, 3 years later, it's the most viewed video on my channel, which is crazy. It seems like so wild. Like something so insignificant, in my opinion at the time, is what is performing the best. And I guess what resonates the most with people. And again, I think it's like that authenticity, right? It's just sharing ideas and sharing real experiences that I go through, regardless of how goofy they may be. You know, maybe that's having my kids bomb the stream. It's what it is. It's part of being a dad, right? And it's something that I embrace and enjoy. So maybe there will be more of those wholesome moments in the future. Maybe there won't be, you know, who knows? And I think I kind of enjoy that chaos. There's something beautiful in the chaos as well, right? And yeah, I love it. I was All right, so I think that's it. That was a pretty good stream. I'm gonna cut it a little short today, and we'll see if we can do another one next week, and definitely do one on the 28th. And in terms of 2023, more videos, more streams, more shorts, more podcasts. I just want to be more, consistent. Just release better content. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So if you guys want to follow any of my other work, I have a podcast, which is the Bearsy Podcast on YouTube. There's also an audio version on Apple and Android and all that type of stuff. I have a newsletter at derekbearsy.com. If you want to stay up to date with my monthly newsletter, where I just talk about random ideas and I give like dates of things that I'm working on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just lots of goals for the new year around content creation. And we'll see how things pan out. So thanks everyone for stopping by. Poon, Forrest, Red, Swen. Who else was here? Kid was here. Silver Kings, Kevin. Appreciate all you guys showing up to these streams, as they're a lot of fun. And we'll see you in the next one. Hopefully next week. If not, then on the 28th. So, see ya. Mm-mm-mm.